Well, Jada Pinkett Smith is making headlines this morning. The actress revealing her and her husband, Will Smith, have been living separately since 2016. For more on this story and other entertainment news of the day, let's bring in entertainment reporter, the man with the most, Sam Rubin, who's live in LA. Sammy, good morning to you. Look, there's been speculation about these two for years, and now the revelation that shouldn't really surprise everyone, should it?
Well, I tell you what, I think it comes as a bit of a surprise, Carlos. As you know, Will Smith purportedly slapped Chris Rock to defend his wife. But was she really his wife when you consider they've been separated now, apparently not romantically involved at all, since 2016? All of this part of the revelations in Jada's new book. It's called Worthy, and a huge press blitz today, television interview, cover of People magazine. There's the book cover, and here with Hoda Kotb on the USA Today show, the revelation that she and Will, I think many thought as a married couple with trouble, really haven't been married, by most accounts at all. Look.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever, and I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Indeed, they live separately. Again, having been effectively separated since 2016, so there was a whole thing about her entanglement with someone else. And then back to that Oscar slap, another revelation of sorts. When it took place, Jada herself thought it was a skit, a bit, that how could this be happening? It must be some put up. And it was only when Will walked back to his chair and she saw his face that she realized that wasn't a bit at all. She also says that years ago, when there was another rumor of her and Chris being separated, her and Will being separated, that Chris Rock asked her out on a date, and she turned him down. And so maybe that was partial fuel for the upset on Oscar.
Finally, you got to something interesting, Sam. I mean, these, I don't know who I'm more scared of, Jada or Will. Did they have any nice time? Anyway, let's not worry about that. There's a big premiere in LA, LA style, a little bit later on today. Talk to me.
Taylor Swift taking over. You've been to the Grove. It's one of our premier shopping areas. There's a movie theater there. And Taylor time. This is the Eras Tour, of course, all over North America, South America soon, and then around the world. She'll be heading to your shores soon enough. But in the meantime, you want to take in the 2-hour and 45-minute long movie, world premiere in LA tonight. 2,200 guests invited. Supposedly, Taylor will be there. Some staffers from the Today Show will be there as well, so we'll get those reviews first thing tomorrow. But this is how they've donned the shopping center. Press are not really invited. She's not doing a red carpet line, but that movie will premiere tonight. And then, could the movie best Barbie? Could it best Spider-Man? Some are suggesting Taylor, with advanced sales of over $100 million, could have a better theatrical run than the beloved Margot. And other people, that are established as movie stars move over. Benedict, here comes Taylor Swift.
I don't know. It's going to take a big film to beat Margot and Barbie, and also just as an addition to the Grove. Anyone in Australia's been to the Grove? They also do these incredible pretzels with the sausage in them. I had about 100 of them last time I was there, and I carried them with me for years. Sammy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I absolutely do. I know a particular vendor of which you speak. The Grove has great food, but tonight all the stores and restaurants are closed, of course, because nothing can be open but fans' eyes and ears for Taylor.
Wow, Tay-Tay, shutting down the Grove. Good stuff, Sammy. Lovely to see you, mate. And get thee to a pretzel sausage. Thank you, mate. Over to you, Says.
Well, I've never been to the Grove, Carlos, but I have been to Pacific Fair, which I hear is quite similar.
It's the best.
Yeah, it is the best. Thank you, mate.
Welcome back. The entertainment industry's farewelled much-loved comedian and actor Carl Wilson, who passed away yesterday so shockingly and so young at the age of 53 years of age after a short illness.
Yeah, joining us now with more is entertainment editor Richard Wilkins. Dickie, there have been some beautiful tributes for a beautiful lady.
Still hard to believe.
Yeah, so sad. The industry's still reeling from this tragic news that Cal passed away yesterday after a short battle, as you said, with a rare and aggressive form of cancer. Tragic. Aussie actress Rebel Wilson says her death so tragic, adding, "I was very, very lucky to work with Cal on multiple projects, especially over the last few years where she wrote brilliant material for me. She was amazingly talented and amazingly kind. Lovely words. Tennis champ Dylan Alcott says, absolutely devastating. Cal, you're such a beautiful person who always had time for everyone. Was a pleasure, always a pleasure any time I got to work next to you. A couple of kisses there, which is lovely. Eddie, perfect. I just heard the news and I'm still in shock. Much love to her family and friends who must be devastated. And finally, Danny Minogue farewelled her, saying, Vale, Cal, and love to her husband, son and family. Cal, of course, survived by her son Digby and her husband Chris, and our thoughts are with them at this very, very sad time.
Yeah, and to all of the comedy community as well. They
Yeah,
just,
they're so
they
tight-knit,
loved her.
aren't
It was just the outpouring on social media was so moving.
Yeah.
Let's move on, because there's been a bombshell, and we need to discuss this. It's happened in America. Jada Pinkett Smith, she has a book to promote.
She does.
So she's gone on to promote this book, and I feel like I'm living in some sort of strange time warp here. What is happening, Dinky?
Okay, so she's got this memoir that's coming up. She's promoting her new memoir that you can see there, Worthy, which is out very soon, in which she reveals that she and Will Smith, her husband, have been living separately for 7 years now, but decided to keep a united front. We sort of just assumed that they had an open marriage because, you know, she was seeing other people and all that sort of stuff, but they were actually separated and living separate lives. Here's what she told Hoda on the Today Show in the States.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Wait a second, but we went through
whole
the slap. We lived through this big couple drama.
Well, they obviously have a deep love for each other. She also talks about this infamous Oscar slap, saying that she thought the whole thing was a skit, like everybody else.
So she thought it was real?
She thought it was a skit. Well, obviously they're living apart. Will says, come on, let's go to the Oscars together. Chris Rock says some stuff that Will didn't appreciate.
He says, keep my wife's name.
My wife's name, exactly. Yeah.
She's also added, sit down and strap yourself in for this bit, she was asked out on a date by Chris Rock.
What? So now we know why.
Is going on?
So these two have got history, because on the Oscars in 2016, which was the Oscars So White ceremony, which Chris was hosting, she was sort of outspoken about all of that, saying that, agreeing with the Oscars So White, and Chris sort of took that personally as well. So there's a bit of history, but he did ask her out on a date, apparently, and she said, why? And he said, because aren't you and Will getting divorced? Apparently.
Well, he knew.
Will found out about
This
it.
is way back in the day. So these two have got history, but Will and Jada living apart for a fair while.
Sometimes I feel like we're all involved in other people's marriages, and then I look back at it and I go, I don't want to be involved in your marriage.
Well, it's not our business, really, is it?
But it made it our business.
Well, no, she's made it our business, because let's go back to the beginning. She's got a book to flog.
And
Right?
she's had this red tables, and she's constantly talking about her marriage
And she
stuff.
certainly got the headline she wanted.
Wow, okay.
How about Zac Efron? He's teaming up with Lily James for a new flick.
You want to look at a new movie?
Yes,
please, Dickie.
Okay, here we go, kids. This is the story of the Von Erich brothers, their rise to fame in the competitive world of pro wrestling, only to face tragedy both inside and outside the ring. Now, of the 6 Von Erich brothers, 5 pursued professional wrestling, winning numerous titles. The eldest, Jack, died in an accident as a child. Now, Zac Efron stars as the oldest surviving brother, Kevin. Lily James, his wife. The movie is called The Iron Claw. Let's have a look.
Ever since I was a child, people said my family was cursed. Mom tried to protect us with God. Pop tried to protect us with wrestling. He said if we were the toughest, the strongest, nothing could ever hurt us.
What do you want in life, Kevin Von Erich?
More ribs? I want to be with my family. You know, be with my brothers.
We're here to restore justice to the Wrestling Federation that our father built with his own 2 hands. The hands that were passed down to us. The hands that will deliver the Iron Claw to you.
Oh my God, is that Kami from The Bear as well?
Yeah.
Come on.
Looks like Zach's been eating his cornflakes too.
I'd like to get a pack of that cornflakes.
January the 18th for the Iron Claw in cinemas.
All right, Dickie.
No
good to see
problem.
you.
I'll see you later.
Dickie.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and
What's my name again?
oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?